Well, good morning, everyone. It's December 16th today. It's about 14 degrees Fahrenheit right now. We finally cooled back off after our big rainstorm that we just had a couple days ago. We got just over 2.5 inches of rain, which, as you can see, took care of the rest of the snow that we had on the ground. All the snow is gone. No patches of it left at all. That rain really melted it away pretty quick. It got up near 50 degrees as it was raining too, so the snow didn't really have a chance to last. And then yesterday we had 50-mile-an-hour winds. My weather station at home had a gust of 47 on it. So there's a lot of this kind of stuff. This is a new blowdown. I don't know if this area is familiar to you, but this is kind of in this back cutting behind our home. Quite a few of my videos of walking out here have come right past this spot. So I'm on my way back out yet again to set my camera up. I took it in. Nope. I was stepping on this ice here to see if it was thick enough to walk on, but it's not. That puddle hasn't frozen up yet since the rain. Or frozen up enough yet. Yeah, so I went up to get my camera yesterday afternoon, evening, and it had 56 pictures on it this time. So not quite as many as last time where I had over 250 pictures, but still a good amount. But it was all the same deer, the does, the yearlings, and then that one spike-horn buck that I had from this most recent time I went out to get it. So I'm going to head out a little bit further this time to see if I can set it up in a new place further out in the woods to see what else I can get. I know there's more deer and there's coyote out here, so I want to see if I can get some pictures of them. So I'll check back in a bit when I find a good spot. Feels kind of funny walking around out here again with the snow gone. Here we are, we're getting pretty close to Christmas, and we really haven't had any significant snowpack. Typically by now we'll have a pretty solid snow cover. But obviously it's ever changing year to year. Some years we'll have a lot of snow early in the season, and then the rest of the season's pretty quiet. In other years, it'll be the reverse. Year like last year, we had brutal cold and snow in November, and then December was like this, pretty mild overall. And then the rest of the winter was pretty harsh with quite a bit of snow. So we'll see what this year brings. So far, it's shaping up to be pretty similar to last year. I'm hoping we get some good snow pretty soon, because I want to do some good snowshoeing out here. It's one of my favorite things to do, and I haven't been able to do it yet. I'm seeing other places in the country are getting quite a bit of snow. The upper Midwest. Even northern Maine has had quite a bit more snow than we have down here in western central Maine. But this last rainstorm that we had melted the snow for pretty much everybody in the Northeast. There's still snow on the ground in a lot of places, of course, but it really knocked the snowpack down quite a bit. We only had 4 to 5 inches on the ground before it, so it didn't take much to melt it off. It's pretty amazing to see this little brook down here behind our house still flowing like it is too. This late into the season. Usually this is all frozen up by now. But as you can see, other than a little thin coating of ice on it, it's flowing pretty good. It's more of a heavy rain runoff brook, it doesn't have much flow to it other than after big rainstorms or after snow melt. So during the middle of the summer, there isn't much water flowing through here. There always is some, but not a ton. Really cool area in here though. Got this brook. There's this really nice cedar that the deer have chewed back all the way to the point where they can reach. In fact, it looks like they started peeling some of the bark off these lower branches as well, and the trunk. There's this nice scrape right here too. There's been a buck hanging out in this area, so this might be a good spot to put the camera. I might put it somewhere in this area, probably maybe this tree right here. This little tree right here, and I'll face it towards that scrape and towards the brook. Might be a good spot to try. Alright, it should be a great spot. Got this scraping on this tree. The brook's right there. The rub in the dirt and the ground's right there. And the camera's right on that tree back there. Right in the middle of the picture. And that cedar that I pointed out is right here. So this should be a great spot. There's a really nice game trail following the edge of this brook. So anything that walks down this game trail along the brook here is going to have to go by the camera as it walks down the brook here. So let's see. I'll leave it out here for a week or so and then I'll check it again. Alright, I've been walking out around here for a while, so it's time to head back up to the house. Really nice out today. As you can see, it's just a deep blue sky. It's nice and clear. Although a bit chilly, not too bad for this time of year. It's amazing how much the wind died off too, with it gusting to 50 yesterday evening and for a good part of last night. And now there's barely a breeze just 12 hours later.